Hey, just a quick note, listeners. We have had some issues with my first book. Oh my gosh, The Ghost of 11 or 12 years ago, Pilate's Cross. Apparently, something was corrupted in the file, and there are some widows and orphans in there. And I don't mean in the story, I mean in the layout. This is very embarrassing. We have had a variety of editors and copy editors over the years, and we thought this last version was darn near perfect. And of course, it ain't. We've gone back in, and by the time you hear this, it should be in great shape. And I just want to tell you, if you bought the ebook, refresh your ebook reader, and you should be able to get the newest version that we put out there that's I hope, totally clean, as well as we've got a paperback coming as well, or should be out by then as well, and maybe some other little special treats. My apologies for this. It's probably something most readers blow off, but it's cost me a star and a review for sure, and it's embarrassing, and it's not the kind of product that I'm used to putting out. So I wanted to just bring that up with you. And again, Pilate's Cross, and if you've purchased the ebook and you are concerned about it, make sure you reboot your Kindle or go on your wherever it is you go to re-up new editions of books you've already purchased. And if you haven't purchased it yet, I'm telling you, it would have been a 4-star book by this book reviewer, this professional book reviewer, had we had it. So that tells you there. So you need to go out and get it, right? Pilate's Cross is available as an audiobook, as an ebook, of course, and as a paperback on Amazon.com exclusively. So I hope you will go out and check that out. And again, please accept my apologies. This is not the way I like to do business, but things happen. Okay, who has a podcast, then writes an ebook about podcasting and doesn't do an audiobook version of it? Well, not me. I've done that. In fact, I'm very excited to tell you, dear listeners, that the podcast option, my recent top-selling ebook on podcasting, my journey through 15 years as a podcaster, broadcaster, host, guest, and observer, is now an Audible audiobook. It's really exciting for me to be able to present this to you through Audible, which is available on Amazon.com, where the ebook link is as well. And in this fast listen, my experience comes to you through stories, practical tips, and advice from my hundreds of hours as a guest, producer, podcast host, and more. And the podcast option, if I say so myself, is mandatory listening for those new to podcasting, and it should be a welcome addition to veteran podcasters' library. So check out the podcast option read by yours truly, Alex Greenwood, or as they say there, the J. Alexander Greenwood, because that's my pen name, and that's a long story, which if you dig through my podcast, eventually you'll find out what that means. But the point being today, the podcast option is available now as an Audible audiobook. I've got a link in the show notes to make it easy for you. Please do me a favor, go get that audiobook, or if audiobooks aren't your bag, there's also a link for you to get it as an ebook. Again, the podcast option, I certainly hope you will choose it.